Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. I'm Timmy B, host of the Fight Insight podcast, the best damn podcast that your friends aren't watching. Go tell them right now to get over and watch this podcast. On today's podcast, bam, bam, we have Shanelle the Nightmare Dyer. She's competing at Dana White Contender Series, an absolute phenom. She's going to liven up this goddamn strawweight division in the UFC. Friend, co-host, UFC legend, Brian Bam Bam Barberina.
Yes, sir. Timmy B, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Fight Insight Podcast.
Our guest today is fighting at Dana White Contender Series on September 9th. She hails from London, England, training out of Great Britain top team. She's 6-0, undefeated, 4 finishes. Ladies and gentlemen, she's a nightmare for her opponents. She is Shanelle the Nightmare Dyer.
Yes, me.
Second verse, same as the first, Shanelle. I will get it right eventually.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm great, thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm
yeah,
so
it's great to have you here.
The Nightmare is here, Shanelle.
Yes, come on.
6-0 in your professional career.
Undefeated, planning to stay undefeated.
Undefeated.
Definitely.
Nice.
Damn.
Yes.
Damn right.
Well, I seen some clips, and you'd be looking like you're out there bullying these girls, beating them up real good. One of the clips I saw, clean head kick to KO.
Yeah.
Man, doing it. Nice.
Yeah, just make them look easy. Put in the work.
Yeah.
Make them look easy.
There you go. How excited are you to be getting this call up to Dana White Contender Series? Did you expect it?
I'm excited. I'm so excited for to go in Dana White Contender Series. That's every fighter's dream, every MMA fighter's dream to go on the UFC, and I finally get my chance to prove how good I am in front of Dana White, to show the world finally how good I am. I expect to go on UFC eventually, but I don't think it's going to be this quick. I only started doing mixed martial arts about 6 years ago. I turned pro like two and a half years ago, and I'm 6-0 pro, and I'm going Dana White Contender Series, which is it's unreal. But I know my level. I know I'm ready to smash it.
That's
awesome.
Freaking crazy, Shanelle.
Yeah.
Now look, where do you come from? How did you get into this crazy world?
So I actually started really young. I started martial arts when I was 9. I did Muay Thai back then, so I did striking for about 10 years. But unfortunately, there's not a lot of money in Muay Thai. So I was at Crossroads when I was about 17, 18. They're like, okay, where do you want to go from now? Do you want to get a normal job? Do you want to go college, university? But the only thing I wanted to do was to fight. And to make money in fighting, you could only do boxing or MMA. And I chose MMA, and the rest is history.
Damn.
Wow.
Good career choice, yeah. Shanelle.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
As a fan, I appreciate it. Now, what about your family? Was your family like, hey, you're a crazy woman, what are you doing? Or are they super supportive of this?
No, my brothers actually used to do Muay Thai back in the day before me. So that's why I actually got into Muay Thai. I saw them winning trophies and medals and belts, and I just wanted to do the same thing. I want to do the same thing. And I joined them. They done it for a few years, but then unfortunately they gave it up when we was at mid-teens. But I was the only one who continued to pursue it. My family, my dad, he really supports me. He loved the and he was kind of understanding. He just thought it was a brutal sport, like cage fighting. He was that kind of like, are you sure? But the second he saw me in the gym putting the hard work, and when I finished my first MMA opponent in the first round, he's like, okay, she can actually do this. My whole family's supportive.
That's great. That's great.
Now you're doing the Dana White Contender Series, of course, so you're flying over to Vegas, and you know, it's a very limited number of people that are allowed. So who do you bring with you? Any friends or family coming with you? Just the coaches? What's the deal?
Yeah, so obviously, Dana White Contender Series, they pay for one coach. So I'm going to go out early. I'm going out this Friday, 22nd, with my striking coach, Barry. He's coming out early. Then my head coach, Brad Pickett, he's going to come on fight week. So they only allow 2 coaches. I think they only give us 4 tickets for Dana White Contender Series. And it's quite weird as well. They can only watch your fight, and then they have to leave. So I was like, my family wanted to come, and I was like, there's no kind of point for them coming all over. It's like 11-hour flight, spend all that money to watch me knock someone out in the first round, and then go home. So I was just like, just just watch this on the TV, and then the next time I fight, I'll be fighting in packed arena, knocking someone out in front of 20,000 people. Come to that one easy.
Amazing.
But I've got people out there coming anyways. I know a lot of people in Vegas that will turn up. So great.
Damn it, Shanelle!
Well,
I was gonna see if I could get one of your free tickets. For God's sake,
Do it.
damn it!
You can buy it for like $5K.
Yeah, jeez, Louis. Yeah, it's a lot.
Nice.
Look,
Perfect.
it's super exciting. Brad Pickett, obviously amazing, and like Great Britain top team. For those that don't know, that gym is just pumping out champions, pumping out great fighters constantly. On this podcast, Shanelle, we've had Kate Batchick a few times, Vanessa Campos, Olga Rubin. I get all the cool females out of Great Britain top team. Do any men train at Great Britain top team, and why are they not on this podcast?
Why you have to ask them? They'll definitely come with it. We have such a great team down at GB top team. Like we've only been open about like 3 years now, but we're just growing. We just got Alfie Davis. He won the PFL World Championship belt on Friday.
Yeah,
so that's a major title. He's from Great Britain top team, so big him up. We've got Nathaniel Woods. He's going to be ranked in the UFC after his next fight.
Yes,
Lonnie Kavanagh. He's fighting on Shanghai card. He's undefeated flyweight. He's at, I think his record's like 9-0. A lot of finishes. He's fighting on Shanghai UFC on the weekend. So we have so much top level fighters in Great Britain top team. We're just going to get even better.
So okay, so of all the guys, I'm going to go for a male Great Britain top team fighter because I've never had a man from that gym. Who's the coolest person that I should be talking to? Like, who's the greatest personality there that I should talk to?
have on, yeah.
Other than the coaches, I would say probably like Nathaniel Woods. He's like the older brother figure of GB top team. He was like the first guy to make it to UFC, first guy to make it big. And then he's like what everyone wants to be. Everyone looks up to him. So he's a really cool guy to get on the show. Alfie Davis as well. He's so underrated. He literally just won the PFL belt. He was an underdog every single fight he went into and smashed every single one of them. He's such a cool guy, such down to earth. So he definitely should be on the show.
Nathaniel Woods and Alfie, help me get them on the podcast. Now, is it because of you that they've been doing so well?
Yes and no.
Yeah, it's all no lie.
Yeah.
No, the whole team radiates great energy. Like you go in the gym, like you feed off everyone's energy. Like everyone wants to get better. Everyone helps each other. Everyone spars each other and elevates each other. There's no egos in the gym, so we all help each other become the best fighters possible.
Actually, you know what? It's because, now that I'm thinking of it, it's because of Nathaniel Wood that I got in trouble with one of my guests, Shanelle, because I follow Nathaniel Wood on Instagram, of course. And then when I had an Englishman on my podcast, who's the commentator for Octagon MMA, Brian Lacey. I asked him, what is the best tea to drink?
Tea,
So Shanelle, I'm going to ask you the question. What, as an English woman, what is the best brand of tea?
I want to say PG Tips. But I've been drinking a lot of Tetley lately. Like right now, I'm on the Tetley phase. I've been drinking Tetley, but PG Tips is the GOAT. It's the best.
So Shanelle, on Nathaniel Woods' Instagram, he was talking about PG Tips, and then my family, like my dad's from Macau, Hong Kong, so very English influence, and so we grew up drinking tea all the time. And Nathaniel Woods was talking about PG Tips, so then when I had Brian Lacey on the podcast, I had a box of PG Tips ready to pull out, and then he said, Yorkshire Gold, get that garbage out of my face.
No, don't. That's at bottom of the tier, Yorkshire. Nah, PG Tips for the win. I'm causing beef now.
That's hilarious.
That's great. See, it's very divided. This is like
I think people from London loves PG Tips. I think PG Tips are London thing. I think Brian Lacey's from different in England, maybe.
Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, if you see Brian Lacey on the street, you tell him what's up.
I'll just hold like a PG
Tips is where it's at.
Run away. You start running away.
I love it. Shanelle, here's the thing. Brian and I are going to talk about it later on the podcast because he bailed out on me last week, so we didn't get to talk about the $7 billion deal, right?
7.7.
7.7. Is it 7.7?
It is 7.7. Yeah.
Shanelle, when you whoop ass and you get your contract, Are you demanding big money because of that 7.7 billion?
We need to get a cut of that. Come on, 7.7 billion. I remember that the last deal was like 500 million or something small like that. We need to get a piece of that pie, like up fighter pay, up bonuses, up everything, up the bonuses, because I'm getting bonuses at every single fight I go to.
So
selfish.
selfish.
Pay,
Me,
everything. Everything needs to go up for the fighters for sure.
Speak for himself.
But so what is Brian? I mean, Brian, you know probably from your time in UFC, what is the minimum? 15? Is that what it is?
I think it's I don't know if it's gone up.
I think if you come off contenders, you start off 10, 12, 14.
Okay.
Dollars.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I know.
Hold on. That's before the 7.7 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe they renegotiate, but I don't know. It hasn't been that disclosed yet. So hopefully that goes up base pay. But obviously, it depends who you are as well. Like you fight your first fight 10-10. If you have a sit knockout, if you have a lot of attraction to you, you can negotiate your contract straight off the bat and ask for more money. Obviously.
Yeah. The more.
But I'm saying Shanelle. I'm saying you go to Dana White Contender Series, you get your first round knockout.
Yeah.
When that contract comes, 100.
Yes. Yes. That should be the base pay for every fighter. 100 million minimum.
I like it,
I
Shanelle. That's demand it. Go. Whoa.
Demand it,
I know you got that 7.7 billion, buddy. Calm down. Like I want to say. What do you think the bonus should rise to? And Bam Bam, I'm going to ask you as well. But Shanelle, what do you think that bonus should go from 50,000? What do you think it should go up to?
I think it should go up to at least 100K, like minimum. But I think they should give a finish bonus. So if you finish your opponent, if you knock them out, you should get 100K straight off the bat. And then if you have like 5 night, whatever, you should get extra. But I definitely think you should get a finish bonus.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I will sign up to be a fighter just so I can get knocked out so that other people can get the 300,000.
Yeah.
just get clocked.
Make
right.
a deal with them. Like if I'll let you knock me out if you can give me 20K after.
Yeah.
I like
Slide it on the table there. Yeah.
But actually, that's a great thing though, Shanelle, and I think that you're a genius because what I don't like is when they were saying, "Oh, they're going to increase the bonuses," and I'm like, "Well, that only impacts 4 fighters on the card."
Yeah,
and
I think
historically, statistically, at least one of those 4 normally goes to a guy in the main event, and that guy's already getting paid. Far above everybody else. So, like, I like what you're saying, Shanelle. So, Chanel's conspiracy of the week is that the UFC is now going to give a set bonus to every finish on the card.
Yeah, there's a lot of recency bias. Like on the card, there's a lot of recency bias. Is like you forget what happens early in the card because of like the main event.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, you
I
mean
definitely like. Yeah, sorry. If as the fight goes on, you forget like the earlier fights and stuff like that, especially as it gets to the main card and then the main event. Like something exciting happens, you kind of forget about the earlier fights. But I really, really like your idea of like they should be giving extra money for finishes. Period. I think that's a great idea.
Actually, and you know what's so genius about that, Shanelle? You could, I mean, I'm trying to be reasonable, right? Because I'm like, I don't know what the hell these guys are going to do. But let's say you don't change it from 50,000, but you say every finish on the card gets a 50,000 bonus. I think that would be very good. And then we wouldn't have to sit through 25 minutes of stupid Kamzat not finishing DDP.
Literally, It gives people more excited to finish it. But Kamzat knew he was good. Did he not get a bonus for that fight?
Did he?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Did he not?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Maybe he would have.
Of course.
I think Dana thought it was going to be like the fight of the night.
Yeah. It was so dominant. It was low key boring, but in a good way.
Yeah.
I remember he took him down like the third round, and I was just like playing games on my phone. I was like, here we go again.
I think honestly,
we know he's not getting up. But just play my game.
I think we all were, to be fair. Like, you know what I mean? Because it was just rinse, repeat. It's the same thing over and over. You know what I mean?
If it's working, like don't change it. Like,
yeah, why would he risk standing up and throwing
guess
him
what?
around? You know what I mean? What?
I'm looking on Wikipedia. Performance of the night, Kamzat.
Oh my days.
See, that's bullcrap.
Wow.
That's bullcrap. Because and then see what I'm saying. But see what I'm saying, Shanelle? The stupid main event, they always give one of the bonuses, and it's like
he doesn't need 50K.
Exactly. He was probably
he's getting paid millions. He's sorted.
Exactly.
The fight early in the prelims, he's getting paid 12 and 12 for a fight. They need the 50K.
Right, because you go to the early prelim opener. Joseph Morales gets a submission triangle choke, so there's a finish. He didn't get anything. Okay, hold on. And then to be fair, Lerone Murphy, how do I say that? Lerone Murphy, Carlos Prates, and Tim Elliott. Tim Elliott, which I called it. I knew he was going to beat that guy for sure. But okay, look. So
here's all. Did Elliott get a bonus?
Yeah, Tim Elliott did. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
But let's look at the people that didn't get a bonus, Shanelle. Joseph Morales, submission, and he's early prelims. He's probably making 10-10. So
is that the Ultimate Fighter winner?
I don't know. You're asking me questions I don't know. Alex Hernandez, he got that friggin' knockout at 458 against Chase Hooper. Chase Hooper, who's like really good. So that dude didn't get anything. Michael Oleksichuk defeated Gerald Mershart, who we hate. We hate Gerald Mershart on this podcast, Shanelle. Shanelle, do you know why?
Why do you?
We hate that guy because he beat Bam Bam, and we hate that.
He did beat me.
Did he? No.
What a loser.
We
hate that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, in the UFC.
Yeah, terrible. Okay, geez Louise. Everyone who didn't get a performance has like the hardest names to pronounce. Baysanger Susrakev, he was the prelim main event.
Yeah, imagine he got the bonus. He fought in Dana White Contender Series like 4 days before.
Yeah, that's right.
He stepped up and got the finish. And he was just getting beat the first round and nothing.
Yeah, he was.
And nothing. See, Shanelle? So look, Shanelle Dyer, she knows what's up. That's what we need to happen, Shanelle. I like that.
Yeah.
A bonus for every finish on the card. And then that promotes it.
Yeah.
And it gives those fighters, like you said, with the recency bias who are early on in the card, they will get the bonus.
Yeah.
Shanelle, I love it. You're going to stand up for fighters everywhere, and you're going to be the reason why this all happens. Look, going into Dana White Contender Series, you're going at straw weight. We figured that out before we started recording. So you're going to straw weight, and this is the weight class that you want to compete at?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, and it's been a while since you've been a strawweight, right?
Yeah, so I was strawweight when I was amateur. I was obviously meant to be a strawweight when I turned pro, but just the opportunities at flyweight, I just couldn't give a miss. My first professional fight, I was struggling to find matchups. They said, "Oh, I don't want to fight this flyweight girl." I said, "Why not?" And then they gave me a fight 3 weeks after that at flyweight. I was just like, "Oh, why not?" And then PFL came out with an offer. They're like, "Oh, do you want to be in the tournament? We'll look after you." Blah blah blah. At flyweight, it was just like 100K in the line. The goals ain't that great. It's like, that's basically free money. I might as well just stay at flyweight for a bit. And then fast forward, I'm 6-0 at flyweight. I was just like, hold on a second. I'm not even a flyweight. Let's actually take a step down and go back to my normal weight class. Like me and my coach to have that conversation beginning of the year to go down to strawweight. And then unfortunately, I couldn't get any strawweight matches at PFL, so I had to leave. And then I got my opportunity in Dana White Contender Series. And I was always a strawweight. I was never big for flyweight. I never bulked. I would walk around bantamweight. I remember like at weigh-ins, I would come in like pounds underweight, and I had to eat in the morning and stuff like that. And I didn't bulk up in fight night. Like, so I'm 100%. It was nice. I was like, my diet was non-existent when I was at 5, and everyone's weight cutting. I remember like the day before weigh-ins that people were weight cutting. I would just be eating my dinner type of thing, and I'll come in underweight. So now I'm actually like a proper professional. I got a nutritionist now, and I feel great. I feel fast. I feel fit. I feel this is going to be my best performance to date.
I can't wait. It's going to be absolute devastation. And here's the thing, Shanelle. I was just saying to someone before we confirmed that you were going to be on the podcast that it seems like the straw weights in UFC have kind of like dwindled away. Like that used to be my favorite division. Yeah. And now we barely see fights there. Like you need to spark up this division. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why I'm coming to highlight the strawweight division. I think I have the capabilities for that. I have the style for that. I have an exciting style. I've never been in a boring fight. I'm gonna come every single fight I do at strawweight. I'm gonna light up the arena, and everyone's gonna know my name by the end of it.
Damn it!
Yeah, amazing. Yes.
Now,
I
Shanelle,
definitely think people need to start watching your fights, looking back on your fights. I mean, you put up finishes, you put people to sleep. You know, that's exciting. And now at strawweight, you know, that's going to be a huge, definitely fan favorite finishing people. You know, you don't see a lot of finishes at strawweight sometimes. So the fact that you're able to put girls away, that's a big chip on your shoulder right there.
Yeah, definitely.
It's going to be beautiful, Shanelle. Look, I don't want to keep you too late because I know over there in London it's late. So thank you so much for joining the podcast. Before I let you go, before I ask you the last question, is there anything that you want to say to fans, viewers, and listeners that are watching or hearing you for the first time?
Just tune in September 9th, Dana White Contender Series. I'm here to take over, highlight real finish, pending, and yeah, don't blink.
Don't blink. I love it, Shanelle.
Yes.
Look, last question before I let you go. It's a question that my mom used to ask me almost every day of my life growing up. I want to ask it to you on a scale of 1 to 10. How happy are you?
Right now, 9. I'll say
9.
10, but I'm hungry. I'm waiting for it. Give me some Mackies, I'll be a 10.
Yeah.
Well, good news. Tapology says you're fighting at flyweight, so you can just start eating now.
If I was fighting at flyweight, I'm gone. Delivery,
Yeah.
Uber Eats right now.
We made sure that on the contract it says strawweight. She said she made sure.
I'll double down on that.
All right, good. When you do, after you do make weight, after the victory and you're celebrating, what is the thing that you're going to eat? What do you miss the most?
McDonald's.
Oh, McDonald's.
Nice. I love McDonald's meat. Yeah. It's like a tradition. It's like a tradition. After every fight, I buy all my team and everyone McDonald's at the hotel. We just have a feast.
But are you gonna be disappointed in American McDonald's because it's different?
I'm like a McDonald's connoisseur. I have like a list of like McDonald's in every city, and American McDonald's it's that mid tier. It's all right. British McDonald's is the best though.
Wait, which McDonald's is the best?
British.
What do you like on the menu of British? What do you like on the menu of British McDonald's?
I don't know. The taste just tastes better than any other place.
That's I can imagine that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But the portion sizes in America is amazing though.
Okay, so what do you order then from McDonald's? What's your go-to order after the fight?
Large Big Mac meal, extra fries, maybe some chicken nuggets or a cheeseburger, and then Diet Coke.
Have you ever? Okay, I know now we're way off topic, Shanelle, and we're gonna let you go. But have you ever tried Is it McDonald's in Spain? Have you ever tried that?
Yes.
Oh my God,
yes,
it is so good.
It's so good. The cafe is amazing as well.
The McCafe, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had when I was in Spain, they had like these little donuts in like these. Oh my God, the greatest thing. You think it's like a fancy cafe and it's goddamn McCafe.
I went McDonald's in Italy once. They had McDonald's tiramisu.
Yes.
That's right.
And in Italy, McDonald's, they have like pizza pockets.
Yeah, and chicken and little chicken things.
Yeah. Good. Well, Shanelle, look, here's the deal. Now that you're a friend of the podcast, you're going to go off, get that UFC contract. You're going to travel the world, and you're going to get to experience all the different McDonald's around the world.
Yes.
And then we want you back on the podcast to not just talk about your knockouts, but to also talk about the McDonald's around the world.
Yeah, I will.
All right.
Awesome.
That's a deal.
I love it. Shanelle, look, congratulations to you. I can't wait to watch you guys watch The Nightmare on September 9th. Dana White Contender Series, Shanelle, Dyer. Thank you so much for joining the podcast. Say hi to your friends. And tell those blokes I'm coming to get them on the podcast.
Yeah, I will definitely.
All right. See you later. Have a good one.
Thanks.
Bye. Boom. That is Shanelle, the Nightmare Dyer. That's a good conversation, man. I like having cool, like just fun, open conversations. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. She seems really down to earth. You know, she loves her McDonald's. Obviously, there's a lot more out there that, you know, McDonald's. I know McDonald's are different in other places. So, and I definitely believe the quality of food McDonald's food is better in other places than the US. So,
interesting. Yeah, I mean, American McDonald's. You know what I love, which I think maybe they don't have anymore, is the sweet tea.
No, they still got it.
Oh, because they don't have that in Canada. We don't have sweet tea, and so when I swear the last time I crossed the border, they didn't have it though. But yeah, I love the sweet tea at McDonald's. Oh my god,
so good, so good. Yeah,
that's
you know what's on the menu? A Nightmare Knockout, and then some McDonald's Big Macs, baby.
Then a Big Mac with large extra fries, baby. Yeah, super exciting, man. Look, Bam Bam, we did not talk last week, and so I want to get into all the frickin' $7.7 billion news. And I feel like it's kind of good too that we didn't talk last week, because now we've had some time to like let everything marinate. You know what I mean? And like, we've heard some stuff, we've seen some stuff, but friends of the podcast update, we got to do first.
All right.
Rageworks Podcast Network. Thank you so much to Rageworks Podcast Networks. You can check them out at rageworksnetwork.com. That's for other great audio podcasts such as ours. Then you've got the Sweep the League Network, which we are part of, has great content creators such as us. Then in terms of fighters, I do want to say thank you to Josh Hokett, who
the Hulk Hokett.
The Incredible Hulk.
The Incredible Hokett.
We're recording this on Tuesday, and he fights tonight. So by the time this podcast is out, fingers crossed, we are celebrating
have a win and a contract.
We're celebrating his glory, celebrating his victory, and we will see what his ridiculous call out is.
I'm about to say, well, I'm looking forward to the post-fight speech and what all happens on that and what he calls out and stuff like that too.
I really like, as you know, Bam Bam, I love all the guests that come on our show, and so many of them like become friends, right? I've been sending him some good positive videos. I've been sending him America videos. You know what I mean? Like Donald Trump walking out with President Putin, and then like the
fighter jets over top,
stealth jet flying over. I send that over to him like, America. So like, dude, I want him to get the win so bad, because that guy's a character, man. You need freaking characters. You right? So good luck to him. Big Sam, he fights August 22nd. He's boxing. I don't know that this is his official.
Let's go, Big Sam.
Big Sam. I don't know if this is his official extra nickname, but he has called himself the Titty Slayer. I like it. He's fighting big boys. With some titties. So he's calling himself
the Titty Slayer. Attaboy.
I like it.
Attaboy. Yeah.
Get a t-shirt with that on it, Bam Bam. Yeah. And then I do want to say one of the female fights of the year for sure. Last Friday, 2 friends of the podcast fought, and I was so torn, man. But the first round of that fight was probably one of the best rounds of fighting I've ever seen. It was Liz Carmouche versus Jenna Bishop.
It's a great
PFL finals. Absolutely incredible. In the second round, Jenna Bishop was doing well, but unfortunately, or fortunately if you're a Liz fan, fortunately for Liz, big, low body, way up top, knockout finish. Beautiful finish. Now, could the ref have let it go a little bit longer? I think so, to be fair. But super congratulations to Liz. $500,000 in her pocket. Hopefully she'll give me some. What I did want to say, Bam Bam, like, you're a family guy. Her son was in the cage with her.
That's awesome.
So beautiful. So
congratulations. That was a huge win for her. You know, that's she's been doing this a very long time. She's been a pioneer of women's MMA. You know, she's done great things for the sport in the UFC. You know, and then to continue to do so and go out there and win the PFL championship tournament, the belt and everything, man, that's huge. And to do it with a TKO stoppage, knockout stoppage, congratulations, Liz. That's awesome.
That was her, if I'm reading this right, it was her 25th win. She's now 25-8. That was her 11th knockout. She's got 6 submissions. What a career, man. And like, here's the thing, Bam Bam. What was so crazy, and you called it out right away, at UFC 319, Joe Rogan
Yeah, gave her props during the fight.
Mic,
yeah.
On the mic, comments and gives Liz Carmouche her flowers, reminding everybody that she's the first female to ever set foot into the UFC octagon.
Yeah.
And then compliments her on her victory. Bam Bam. Is Joe Rogan fired tomorrow?
I don't think so. I think he's, maybe Dana, or someone says something to him like, dude, what are you doing kind of thing or whatever. But, honestly, I think, he's just a fan of MMA. He's a true fan of MMA. He loves the sport.
Yeah.
And like you said, he's just giving her flowers where they're due. I mean, 100%. So, and it's Joe Rogan, he's like almost one of the faces of the UFC too. And he's like, I do what I want kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I must say what's on my heart.
I guess. But what I will say, and then like another Friends of the Podcast update, boom, Fight League Atlantic. I got to change this graphic. Nice. I don't know why I can see my hands on the side there. But Fight League Atlantic 21, September 20th, Hector Arena, Nova Scotia, Pictou, Nova Scotia. Get your tickets at fightleagueatlantic.com. Dude, super excited for this card.
Yeah.
Cannot wait. But what I will say is, as you know, time to time, I commentate for Fight League Atlantic. Yes. There's no freaking way I am saying on the mic during a broadcast that I'm commenting on the kudos or
like
just
a competitive
the existence of a competitor. Like and no one's ever told me not to do that, but like you just know not to do that.
Yeah.
So a little strange that he would do that, to be honest. Like, you have your own podcast, just do it the next day. It is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to commentate on like.
I thought it was cool that he did.
Yes.
I thought it was really cool that he did, because you know what? You would definitely see that like people would be, or the promotion would be like, man, why did you do that kind of thing? Almost like, why are you promoting a different organization in a sense? But no, I thought it was super cool that he did it. I thought it was well deserved that for Liz and everything too.
Yeah.
And she was in the UFC and she's doing big things and still doing big things, for women's MMA. So well deserved. Who gives a shit what the UFC wants to say about it?
Those fuckers.
I think it's
dude. She began her professional career, Liz Carmouche, in 2010. She's been doing this for 15 years.
Yeah.
That fight that we're talking about in the UFC, 2013. So, like, she was at the highest level of the game for, at minimum, the last 12 years. Like, that's freaking nuts.
Yeah.
And she's looking better than ever. Like, she's looking really freaking good.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of her. Now, after the first time we had her on the podcast, she talked about how she always buys like really cool knives.
Yeah.
And stuff. So I did message her after the win and I said, hey, go get yourself a really cool freaking knife. Whatever. Look,
champion's knife.
Sky's the limit at 500,000. And I said, you get that goddamn knife and then you come on the podcast and let's have another talk. So she said, definitely. So I can't wait to see her. That said, next week on the podcast, I have a few guests lined up. So I don't know which angle we're going to go, but I've got a few guests. I do have one fighter who is begging for his release from ONE FC. And ONE FC has slowly been just releasing fighter after fighter. He still hasn't received his release, but I said, look, dude, get on the podcast and let's talk about it, because you're pretty vocal out there anyways, begging for your release from Shatri. So he goes, yeah, okay, let's do it. So either we have that dude on, or we have some other fighters that I have lined up, some UFC fighters and stuff like that. So we'll see how where the world takes us. But, can't wait for the next one.
Absolutely.
Bam Bam, I do want to say, hold on, let me get this banner off for friends of the podcast. But 2 things, Bam Bam, that Mystic Tim has gotten right.
All right.
Did you see what Ngannou said about why he wasn't at PFL Africa?
I did not. No, please
Holy
inform
shit.
me.
Okay, Bam Bam, we've been talking about this for months. Do you remember one of my big problems with PFL Africa 1 card was?
that there was an African in the main event?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
But even more than that, what else did I say? I'm just trying not to lead you in. So that
Francis wasn't there.
That
And
Francis wasn't
promoting
there.
it.
Wasn't promoting it.
Yeah.
And I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
That it was like PFL Africa was the undercard.
To the champions one. Yeah.
Because then they had the champions card on top. Well, doesn't Francis Ngannou, this son of a bitch, he probably watches this podcast and heard me say that. He goes on Ariel Helwani and he says that he was mad that PFL Africa was treated as an undercard.
Wow. So then why not speak vocally on it beforehand? Did he say in that he was like, I spoke to them and told them this?
I don't know. I don't watch that show, and I don't.
Yeah, I don't watch that show.
I just saw the clip where he said it, and I'm like, holy shit! Ngannou watches the Fight Insight podcast because I've been saying that for a long time.
So Ngannou, come on here, man. Let's chat it out.
That's what I'm saying. We've been saying that PFL Africa was being disrespected. You're the goddamn CEO of PFL Africa. You're the fighter guy and all that. Get on this podcast and let's.
Yeah, we were wondering why you weren't saying anything about it. Why you weren't there. Why weren't you promoting it? Now we know.
Who had your back the whole time, Francis? Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
This guy. This guy.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. Look, so that's pretty crazy. Now, Mystic Timmy strikes again, Bam Bam, because remember when I was saying that when UFC goes to different markets, that the main event should be a guy from that country?
Yeah, I remember you talking about that. Yeah. And I was kind of not with it.
And then you and another guest said that I was an idiot and that it should just be like whoever it should be the Max Holloway or the whatever, like whoever is the bigger fighter. Right?
Yeah.
Because then you guys were talking trash on me. Well, look at this fight poster, Bam Bam. Now, for those on audio, I'm showing the event for UFC Fight Night that is August 23rd. It's Johnny Walker versus Zong, and the co-main is Brian Ortega versus Aljamain Sterling.
Okay. I will say a little bit on this one, though. Zong is like an up-and-comer. Like, he's like definitely a contender, definitely in line to like potential title shot coming up in the next couple fights, I believe. And I think Johnny Walker is not. And so Johnny Walker is in the main event because of Zong. That's what I'm saying.
What? You mumbled your way through the ending. What?
Yeah. I said, I think Johnny Walker is there just because, he's in the main event just because he's fighting that guy.
Oh, I see. But so you're telling me that Zhang Mingyang is a main event fighter above Aljamain Sterling and Brian Ortega if they were in Canada.
Yeah.
No, you son of a bitch. You're just doing this to get into a fight with me now?
No, okay. So I think that he is like on the cusp of, right there, potential number one contender fighting for a title coming up very quickly.
Okay.
So that's what I think. You have Brian Ortega, who's lost, I don't know how many in the last however many. He's lost quite a bit. Aljamain Sterling still doing well. It's a good competitive fight for sure. But I think the other one's obviously more intriguing. You got the guy who's going to be the number one contender. He's been finishing people left and right. And yeah.
This is a true example of why you're a fighter, Bam Bam, and you refuse to tap. Because you're like, I refuse to give this up to Timmy B. Look, Zong.
Where's the fight at?
It's in China. That's what I'm saying. That's why.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's why I'm saying that's why this guy is the main event, because they're in China. Okay. So now
I agree with you there that I think that's definitely part of the reason. That's like, okay, I got a prime example for you. I got a prime reason for you. Like, when they went to Korea.
Yeah.
They only went when Korean Zombie could be the main event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, but then that supports what I was saying a few weeks ago when you were calling me an idiot.
Kind of.
Zhang is ranked number 14.
What number? Okay.
He's ranked number 14.
What's Walker ranked?
Hold on. In his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like in his last 10 bouts, going back to like some sort of organization in China, he's only fought one guy with a Wikipedia page. Okay.
I don't know what that means. Okay.
I'm just meaning like it might be a barometer of like how well these guys are.
Okay.
Johnny Walker is ranked number 13. So it's number 14 versus number 13 in the light heavyweight division.
All right.
Versus Aljamain, who is number 7, and Ortega, who is number 5. So how can you have number 5 and number 7 and a former UFC champion in Aljamain being the co-main to these guys, if not because of the nationality? Therefore, my theory / rule that like, hey, when you go to Mexico, have a Mexican main event. When you go to Canada, have a Canadian main event. Like, who cares what their ranking is? Just put them as the main event.
See, I don't think this guy's like, it's not like he's just coming into the UFC or like has been in the UFC and is doing so, you know. So I think they're using him to like bring in more people for in China and stuff, but also like it's not like he's doing so in the UFC. He's doing really good in the UFC and finishing people and stuff like that. So they're definitely using him for China. Yeah. But also, I think it's deserved. It's not like he's just like, you know.
Yeah, all right.
You know what I'm saying? I think we're it's like a 50-50 in a sense. I think we've come to a stalemate. We've come to a stalemate, I think.
I mean, I am not. I'm still going to.
I'm still trying to get.
I'm still trying to get you into checkmate. I am not. I'm not conceding this stalemate because.
No, I think I've got the upper hand a little bit, but you know, I can agree as stalemate.
You've got more pieces on the board. No, look, he's only fought. I mean, if you count road, you don't even count road to UFC. So who cares about that? He's had 3 fights in the UFC. The first guy he beat, Bredson Ribeiro. I don't know who that is. Then he beats Ozzy Diaz. I don't know who that is. And then he beats Anthony Smith. I will leave my comments on that one alone. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't even know how you know him, to be honest. Like, that's pretty crazy that you know him.
Just because
I think you might be getting him. I think you might be getting him mixed up with another Asian guy because you're racist.
Wow.
I think you think it's someone different. I don't think you know this guy.
Because I have all my pieces on the board and you're losing pieces.
I'm just saying. I don't know. Anyways, I'm happy for it. Okay.
No, I know he's been putting up some good finishes. That's why.
Yeah, sure.
I like finishes.
Aljamain Sterling, former champion. I'm just saying I'm happy for it though. In the end, like it's weird because now I feel like I'm arguing against my home point, but I like it. I think that if you go to whatever country, if one of the countrymen are on the main card, you up him to the main event. You give them that respect because it, like you said, it helps sell the card. Obviously, these guys, you know, you're fighting in China. Obviously, it helps sell the card, and you put him up there. You put his picture main on the poster. It sells, and I'm happy for it.
Yeah.
What we've learned today is that Ngannou watches the Fight Insight podcast, and so does the UFC bookers.
Yeah. There we go.
Everything we speak about, Bam Bam, comes to fruition, comes to existence.
Okay, I did see one thing on your Conspiracy of the Week post today.
Yeah.
Yesterday? Today?
Yeah. Oh, the one. This is the one that you
do not believe. Yeah, the one I wasn't here for. I do not believe that they're going to bring back sponsorships on the shorts.
Okay, well, do you want to get into this now? Let's go into what's going to happen now as a result of the UFC $7.7 billion.
Yeah.
And to commemorate this discussion, I'm going to try and play some music for us in the background, and then we can see how
party a little bit. And then...
Well, we can just see how it sounds for the video clips and stuff like that. Can you hear it?
Oh yeah, can I?
I like it. For those on audio only, Bam Bam is dancing a storm away. All right, look, we're gonna put. Hold on, it seems a little bit low. Let me try to.
All right.
There. Okay, this seems good.
All
right, Bam Bam. It's at 27, just for future notes in terms of volume level, and we'll see whether we need to up it or not. Okay, $7.7 billion UFC gets the deal. First thing, you brought it up. Let's talk about my conspiracy last weekend. This was from our guest, Kareem Henyan, Kareem the Kryptonian Henyan. He said he thinks that no way is fighter pay going to increase. And so... And this is because also Dana White has been confronted or asked about this a few times, and he did not commit to anything. You think at the very least he could go, oh yeah, it's going to go up at least a minimum of 5,000. Like, fuck, just give some tiny dollar amount. But he would commit to nothing. Didn't say anything. All he said is, oh yeah, bonuses will go up. Big whoop. Yeah. That doesn't matter shit because, again, 4 fighters, unless you do what Shanelle Dyer said. So then... my guest says, and I really like it, allow the fighters to put sponsorship back on their clothes. Now, Bam Bam, I'm not saying plaster it all over, but maybe on the Venom kits, they'll put a little black splotch and allow you to just put on the splotch or like one area. Okay. Why do you not like that? Why do you not think that that would happen?
Well, first off, it's not that I don't like it. I do like the idea of being able to bring back sponsorships for the fighters. Obviously means more opportunity, possibly potentially more money for the UFC fighters to, have those on their clothes and be able to show them their fights or whatever like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll happen because I don't think the UFC will do it. They got rid of it and took it away from fighters, and they have their own little thing now, and they make money with sponsors that are still on the clothes, like. The crypto one that fighters still don't make money from, and it's on the walkout gear. So, I still do not understand that. So, I don't think they're going to bring it back. I think they're going to continue to, shorthand the fighters on that sense and try to push the whole, we are the UFC league kind of thing or whatever, and with uniforms and not have the sponsorships there. What I do think is going to happen is I do think now on the fighter walkout gear, maybe even the fight shorts, that there is going to be on the clothes who's it for? Paramount Plus is going to be on the gear. I'm calling that. That's my conspiracy.
That is the worst conspiracy theory of all time.
Why?
Sure, fine.
And it's not going to benefit the fighters either.
No,
sadly.
But okay. But again, just so we're clear, though, what I'm saying with the Venom gear is that, like, for example, on the back, they just have a black box.
And and you only get so many or whatever.
Yeah, and you can only put things in the black box.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying to make it look crazy or anything like that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Bam Bam, because when they went
I'm for that.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is to go, like, because these deals were a long time ago, like when the sponsorship deal came in. Remember, the Reebok deal came in at the time because one of the things they said was that fighters sometimes weren't able to collect on the money. Like they said that they had heard issues. They had heard issues where fighters would get stiffed on the money from their. You're laughing. You're saying that's bullshit.
I think it's BS. Like, how many would they do? Go and put a form out and ask fighters?
I don't know. You're a fighter. Did they ever ask you?
I didn't get no form. Nobody asked me.
Do you know any?
I think it's just a thing to say, like, now to say like they think or whatever. That's their opinion, that they believe that either fighters aren't making what they should be making with sponsorships or not. This will make it. I know they did say like this will make it easier, so they don't have to go find sponsorships or whatever. Yeah. And stuff like that, but you look at it, and that's there is potential for sure. That's definitely makes it a little easier. But as you climb the ranks and stuff in fighting or whatever, you become more eye-catching and people begin to know you and want to sponsor you more. So the people that would already higher up and everything and had these big-time sponsorships were making way more. Like, that didn't help them, I'm sure. I know.
Yeah, right. Right. Like, again, let's go to Josh Hokett, who's a vocal, outspoken character.
Yeah.
Even on fight number 1 in the UFC, I'm sure he would be able to command a big dollar amount from some sponsor because, you know,
absolutely,
probably some like American barbecue company or something, right? But like some sort of like, you know, America company would probably go like, yo, you're a crazy dude. We're gonna give you a good amount of money, right? Like, you know, the lesser known meek and mild person, maybe they can't find as much, and so yes, maybe the Venom deal gives. And I'm not saying you take away the money from Venom either.
No, keep it.
Under my umbrella of this thing, it's that you still get the Venom deal, but you have this extra little patch. Now, that said, the reason why we theorize this is because we do not think, I do not think that fighter pay is going to increase at all. Definitely not sizably, or definitely not like as of X date. Do you think that will happen?
I do not. I do not think they will up fighter pay. I think maybe, just maybe, there's potential that they will up the entry amount, that like when fighters start. Man, when I got into the UFC, I was making 10 and 10, and they upped it to 12 and 12 after my first fight for people just getting in. So someone who was on the card with me, my second fight, was making more than I was for my second fight in the UFC. Yeah, it sucked. So I had to wait until, you know, renegotiate my contract and such and like that. But it's I don't think they up fighter pay. I think they keep it the same. Like I said, if anything, they're going to up the amount to start in. But it's just like they've mentioned bonuses. We've talked about that a little bit. And they up bonuses. What are they going to up them to, though? Are they going to up them to like all 50? They're at 50. They're going to up them to what, 75? I do like the idea that Shanelle was talking about you know, if you get a finish, you get a bonus. I mean, why not? That's great. That actually incentivizes the fighters to really go out there and try to get these finishes.
Yeah.
But honestly, what I would really like to see from this contract is like some change, some big change. You know, let fighters, you know, make more money, healthcare, taking care of them for after. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to see. I want to see that change for the fighters. I mean, this is a $7.7 billion thing that they just signed. Like,
in addition, let's not get this confused.
This does not even include the Dana White Contender Series and the Ultimate Fighter and this and that and the new Jiu-Jitsu one and all this stuff. Like, they're making tons of money still for the UFC outside with all these other bits. Great for them. Like, awesome, great job. You guys are doing great at business. But like, let's really take care of these fighters and take care of the people who are, you know, coming into the sport. You know, everybody's saying they want to be in the UFC and all that, and it's awesome. It is a great place to fight and stuff, but like, let's take care of the fighters more. Let's get them paid more, even a salary, and you know, they make so much. That way you can, when you don't have a fight or whatever, you're able to take care of yourself, you're able to take care of your bills, your family, until you fight, and then you fight and you get a little bit more on top of whatever the normal salary is for the year. You know, that way you're able to support yourself in your downtime, injuries, things like that. Medicals, let that be taken care of. You know, your pre-fight medicals, blood work, the scans you need for certain cities and stuff like that, for the commissions to be able to fight. Like, that's not taken care of. We have to pay that out of pocket. Like, let's start getting those taken care of. Let's allow 2 corners flights to be paid. Let's, you know, like,
right.
All these extra things, you know, that like healthcare after, you know, when you're done fighting, after you fought in the UFC, like, even if it's like you know, whatever, 5 fights, you know, you have to fight 5 fights and then you get on the retirement plan or whatever.
Yep.
Like, let's, you know, with this is huge. This is huge for MMA. Like, let's use it to help change the sport for better and really help fighters. And, you know, the business is going to make plenty of money as well on top of it. So there's enough to go around. Let's just, hopefully it does.
I love everything that you're saying. I'm trying to write some of this down so that I can do a clip or some stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. But what you're saying is that let's take care of the fighters, give the fighters medical coverage, pay their medical bills, make the sport better. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it because and here's the thing, Bam Bam, that shows that you're best in class. You know what I mean? Like when you do things like that, the fighter pay may not necessarily change. I don't think it is. And it's funny you talk about the fact that you were making 10 and 10. Some guy comes in the next year and he signs 12 and 12 and you're like, what the crap? And I will say what is so funny, not to get too deep, but in my
it might have been like 8 and 8 and 10 and 10. I can't remember.
Whatever.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. But
the point is that happens, and that actually happened to me in my professional career. I was working at a job, and I was making what I thought was good money, and I was happy. And then I was training this girl, and then she like made mention of her salary for some reason, and I'm like, "What? How much are you making?" And she was making more than me, and I was mentoring her. And it's because that thing happened that they had suddenly raised the minimum, and so she got put like higher than me, and I like stormed into my boss's office. I'm like,
well, so then don't you think they should raise for each person who's already in there for the hard work they've been doing? You know,
this is what I'm saying. I mean, it is now. That said, though, fighters fight on contracts, and so it is weird because like if I sign a contract with my cell phone provider, if you go get a better deal next week, right? I can't go and change my contract because I signed that contract. But I get what you're saying.
Here's this, dude.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and fighters are, on a contract. They are contracted fighters. They're self-employed. We get a 1099 at the end of the year. We have to pay that. But it's like saying you get a guy to come, build you a bathroom for your house, or you call me to come build you a bathroom for your house, and you say, okay, yeah, I want you to do this. I want you to remodel my bathroom. I say, okay, cool. And he's like, all right, I want you to start. It's July, and I want you to start in December. That's when you can start it. Sign the contract. It's all set up. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go get some. I got some other jobs. I'm gonna go work them. Doing, I got a remodel on a house over here. I'm redoing a kitchen over here. Oh no, you can't do that. You can't do that. You signed my contract to be here to do my bathroom in December. I'm like, yeah, but that's in December. No. You signed my contract.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, for us fighters, that's what I'm saying. Like having the salary, having, a salary plus fight gives you more, extra bonus money or whatever. Like, because, we are self-contractors, but we're treated not like self-contractors in a sense. We can't go to like get in the PFL tournament while we're, they're saying we're not going to fight till then or whatever. You know what I mean? So
I see what you're saying because the contract is really locking you in almost like you're an employee because you can't do anything else.
Yeah, but don't have any of the benefits and stuff like that of an employee. Yeah.
I got it. All right, let's move on because like what I've been doing is trying to understand like what some of the comments were in the world on the internet and what people were saying.
Yeah.
With this deal, the 7.7, they now will also all the events will essentially be on Paramount Plus, meaning that the numbered pay-per-view cards will not really hold any extra value per se because like it's all on Paramount Plus, whether it's the Johnny Walker Fight Night or whether it's UFC 320, they're both on the same thing. Will the UFC numbered cards get worse? Meaning, will the card star power be worse now, do you think, on the average? Like they don't have to care to stack the numbered cards anymore.
I think they still will, just to make it seem like, the number cards are a bigger thing. So I think they still will. What I am wondering about is like, that was a bargaining chip for fighters too, like pay-per-views and things like that. Like, hey, when you're up there, you're gonna get pay-per-view points, selling pay-per-views and stuff, and now that is being taken away. And I did see Dana say something about like pay-per-views aren't completely dead kind of thing. Like if like maybe the White House one or something like that turns into a pay-per-view, I don't know.
Okay, hold on. So then let's segue into that. If there's still going to be pay-per-view cards, then guess what? Tom Aspinall's not fighting on Paramount Plus. Sugar Sean O'Malley's not fighting on Paramount Plus. Wei Li Zhang is not fighting on Paramount Plus. You're just going to save her for the paid one, which means, contrary to what you just said, the numbered cards will get worse because we're going to save these guys for the cards that are not on Paramount Plus.
Yeah. I mean, that
otherwise,
too.
Otherwise, why am I going to pay for that card?
Yeah. And you may have fighters,
holding out,
to be holding out because they're like, I want the pay-per-view points. Like I said, it's a bargaining chip that's being taken away for those higher up guys and stuff like that. They do get the pay-per-view points, but I do really think they're going to keep the numbered cards definitely the same and like kind of try to stack those a little bit to make them feel a little bigger, even though they are not on pay-per-view anymore. It is nice that it is more available, I'd say, to people.
They do. They normally have those events as well in bigger venues, maybe, and so you kind of need perhaps bigger stars to be in those bigger venues. Let me just go to the fact that people were saying, will there even be numbered pay-per-view cards anymore?
Oh.
Because, do we need to? And Bam Bam, let me give you my answer first.
Okay.
Of course they need the goddamn numbered pay-per-views because we need to hit milestones like UFC 200, like UFC 300, like UFC 500. And if you stop the numbers, you're going to miss those milestones, which gives them great, it's your birthday, man. Yeah. It's your birthday. Yeah.
Party like it's your birthday.
What do you think about that, Bam Bam? What do you think about my thought there?
I think you're 100% right. Like they're definitely going to keep the numbers and everything because, you got to. Yeah, I said it. You're right. Yeah, 100%.
I'm going to play that on repeat. I mean, there's no way they stop the number of pay-per-views. That's just just makes sense. Yeah,
and it makes those final ones like 200, 300. Going forward 400, 500. Those are big events. They can really push to sell those and stuff like that. Big arenas.
I know we're running late on time, but this is riveting conversation. How will fighters leverage sponsors any differently now that it's on Paramount Plus? Is it overall a good thing? Is it a worse thing?
For sponsorships, like outside of the UFC?
Yeah, and what I mean is so now fighters have less opportunity to be on a pay-per-view because now it doesn't exist. Let's assume that it doesn't exist, okay? The stupid one-off ones don't exist. So now with no pay-per-view, fighters let's say Chase Hooper, who was on the pay-per-view, or Tim Elliott, right?
Yeah.
So these are guys that are not main event fighters, not now, not yet, but they're on the pay-per-view card. I'm assuming that they would have leveraged sponsors maybe a little bit better than if they were on next week's China card on a fight night. Do you agree to that? Do you not agree to that? And then what happens when it's the Paramount? Does that change it at all? You already made mention that the main event guys might not have as much leverage anymore because of pay-per-view points.
Yeah.
But what about overall?
So these other guys on the undercard, I don't think so much it's about where they're at on the card for the sponsorships outside of the UFC. I think that's a whole social media presence thing. I mean, obviously you want to be seen, you can pitch it, but honestly, I don't think it does that much for you as hey, I'm on the main card of the pay-per-view or whatever. The fact that you're fighting the UFC or whatever by itself is enough. And because we can't have them on our shorts or anything like that anymore, there's no that. So I think it's totally based 100% on social media presence, how big your social media is, things like that. I guess you can pitch, I'm going to be on the pay-per-view, so I'm going to get more views. My social media is going to get a little more views after the fight, stuff like that. Right. So you have some prime positioning for my social media ads to be seen, kind of thing. But so then, I don't think it does a whole lot.
And I appreciate what you're saying because so really you're leveraging it. But then perhaps maybe we could say that the Paramount Plus deal might be a positive because maybe now you would say hey, I'm fighting in the UFC. I'm gonna be on Paramount Plus. it's a lot of views and whatever, maybe more so than Fight Night Zhang versus Johnny Walker. You know what I mean? So like maybe in the future world, you might be able to leverage it more. But again, like you're saying, it's almost irrelevant because now that will just be the norm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. So there goes that. So nothing big there.
All right. Sorry.
No. This is the point. I'm trying to get this is the conversation I want to have.
Yeah.
Do you think that the Paramount deal will bring in more viewers to the UFC?
Maybe a little bit. I mean, I don't really think so. I think maybe to the pay-per-view cards potentially, just because, and they'll be, it's on because it's free access almost or whatever. You got to pay that monthly amount or whatever. But right now you have on ESPN. They're on ESPN. You can watch it on Disney Plus. You can watch it on maybe Hulu. I think.
This is all in America you're talking because that doesn't fly in Canada. But okay, yeah.
Oh really?
No, we don't have ESPN Plus, so there's no such thing.
Yeah, you guys have. I don't know what you have. BT something, but that's in the UK.
Know.
I don't know. What do you watch?
We have Russian link.
Are you serious? That's what it is.
No,
what do you watch the fights on?
I plead the fifth.
Not the pay-per-views, just the regular fights.
I plead the fifth. Dude, I don't even have cable, man. Like,
okay. Anyway,
I don't even have cable. It's on. Like for example, like Zhang and whatever. If it's not on Fight Pass, which there are a few cards, especially like those weird early time cards, like if they're in China and stuff like that. Normally, it's on Fight Pass. Which I'm like the one guy in Canada that has Fight Pass, but then it's on like TSN or whatever, like whatever sports channel, like the ESPN Canadian version.
Okay.
So
yeah. So,
but I don't have that channel
here in America. They have like ESPN Plus. You can watch it on ESPN Plus. You can watch it on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Like you can watch it on, I believe, Hulu now too. I'm not sure, 100%. So there's a couple different outlets now, but you can watch it on these different apps. So is Paramount Plus going to make that big of a difference? I think maybe more so on just the pay-per-view portions. Possibly.
Okay, but hold on. Okay, but new fans are going to watch it. That that's what you're saying.
That what? Fans are going to watch the pay-per-view?
That people that wouldn't have normally watched it are gonna now watch because it's on Paramount Plus.
Maybe.
I don't think so, dude. I really don't think so, man.
More accessible? I don't know.
What's that?
Because it's possibly more accessible. I don't know. But as far as the pay-per-views,
I know that's. And this is the thing. This is like what people are saying and stuff like that. But I just really don't believe that, man. I really don't believe that. Like, and I spoke with Kareem last week about it. I don't think that there's people out there that if you like UFC, you weren't already watching it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Now, what I do think is that perhaps, it's like, let's say you have Paramount Plus, okay, and then last week UFC 319, you were like, I'm going to use Russian link. But next year or whenever it is, you're like, oh, I've got Paramount Plus. I'll watch it on Paramount Plus. So they might get more viewers that legally watch it, I guess is how you'll say it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant, yeah.
But it's not a new viewer. That dude was watching it before. You just didn't know he was watching it. That's what what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know that it brings in more viewers, man, because also the thing is, like, and you say like, oh, well, maybe for the numbered pay-per-views. But if you're like the cat, like, and I don't even know who doesn't know UFC anyway. So if you're some guy that wasn't watching it before, I don't know that because it's a numbered pay-per-view on Paramount, you're going to turn it on. You're probably still turning on frickin' Murders in the Building or whatever lame show you're watching. You know what I mean? You weren't a fan before. You're not going to be a fan now just because it's there. Like, I'm not watching WWE every week because it's on Netflix now. I wasn't watching it before. I'm not going to watch it now. Like, all right.
Yeah.
You're bored of this? Okay, next question.
No.
Hold on. I got this.
Yeah, are you watching WWE more because it's on Netflix?
Nope. Did I the first like couple weeks? Yes, and then I remembered why I don't watch it because it's stupid. Like, you know what I mean?
They ain't got no Hulk Hogan NWO, brother.
Yeah.
Where's the NWO?
So I watched, I watched it for a couple times for the novelty, and then I was like, see you later. Like, this is dumb.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, last question I think maybe on this is, and this is something I actually did research on, Bam Bam.
Okay.
This isn't so much of anything that anybody maybe cares about, but how this deal is going to impact small businesses and bars. And I just wanted to explain this to you and I contacted a couple of bars and bar owners in the Toronto area. Now, this is for Canada, so I don't know about US.
Okay.
But on pay-per-view, when an event is on pay-per-view, the bar can purchase the pay-per-view and pay the bar rights, which is based on their seating capacity, to then air the event. Dude, like back in the day, me and my gym, all my friends at the gym, we would go to the Boston Pizza or to whatever local bar to watch the UFC events. I still do it now.
Yeah.
What I didn't realize is that when it goes to a streaming platform, they can't do that. They can't air it anymore. And so, I'm saying this with respect to what happened on Netflix. So when WWE went to Netflix, like, dude, I went to every friggin', especially like back in the day, I was at the bar for every wrestling pay-per-view, and we'd be sitting there screaming, Angle, like when Kurt Angle would come out and he would sing the song, and the bar would be like, it was amazing, dude. When WWE went to Netflix, apparently in Canada, and this is me talking to a couple of business owners, so if this is wrong, I apologize. Yeah. They said that they could not get the rights, that Netflix would not let them do it. Like, they just wouldn't sell it to them.
I mean, side note, real quick. How would Netflix know if they have a Netflix account?
No.
So
you will get charged $250,000 on your first offense. That's Canadian, so it's probably like $12 American. But $250,000 fine is what I was told by a bar owner in Toronto if you get caught airing something and you don't have the rights, because you could do that with an illegal black box as well for like any event, right?
Yeah.
So, but if like there's these like freaking I don't know what they would be, bylaw officers or whatever that would go around and check, right? Like liquor licenses and things like that.
Yeah.
So if you get caught, it's $250,000. I mean, you're just bankrupt immediately, right?
Yeah.
So you cannot do that. So, not knowing how Paramount Plus is going to do it, not knowing, I don't know if America is the same, but let's assume it is. This could be the death of a lot of small businesses with this deal, and I really hope that Dana White or the UFC or someone will work it out with Paramount to go, hey, we want our fans who like to get together at bars and stuff like that to be able to do that. Can we please make this work? But the Tyson, the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight and the WWE ones were not available in Canada on streaming on a bar.
Wow. Okay, so with that said, if that's
party at Bam Bam's house,
if that's true for the US as well, I feel like they lose viewers. You know, because people go out to the bars, even like random people who are already at the bar.
That's what,
and just find it, you know, on the TVs or whatever. Or like, oh, what's this? You know, maybe never seen it. Boom, you got a new person watching. But I think that's all taken away now if that's the case.
Don't you think that's interesting though?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's good old investigative journalism by Timmy B.
Right there.
You know what I'm saying? Even though the magician John Dodson says that I'm a horrible journalist, quote, I'm a terrible journalist, because he's been going back and forth with me online. I did my research on this, man, and
give him his flowers, John Dodson.
Me?
Yeah, he needs to give you your flowers for that.
By the way, and we're still going to go into that story as well because PETA, Pauline Macias. She's coming back on the podcast. She says she has news too. So she's waiting for news to break, and then we're going to get that pain in the ass back on the show.
Okay.
Boom.
Good.
Pretty amazing. All right. I think that's all the things. Is there anything that you wanted to say about the UFC 7.7 billion?
I think we covered it. Just like I hope it's it's good for them. I hope it's good for the fighters as well. Ultimately, it's a lot of money in their pocket, and even if they change things up where they're able to help the fighters more, it's still going to be a lot of money in their pocket. So I just hope that it's good for even better for the fighters now.
But everything we said, it's not better for the fighters.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I hope so.
Where is it going to be? But where is it going to be better? We went through everything, and we don't see.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. We've already touched on everything.
Oh,
and
but okay.
So I just hope. I hope that
we're wrong.
Yeah,
that we're essentially that we're wrong, and something's going to be better, or the medical stuff, or the perks
stuff too.
And stuff like
that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's tough, dude. It's tough.
I don't see it, but
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. I don't know where this is going to go. I don't know what's going to happen, but I do hope, obviously, that it's good, because that's what we always say here. We always want it to be good for the fighters and everything, but there's a lot of... We'll see what Shanelle Dyer's contract is. We'll see what Josh Hokett's contract is, right? When they come to us and go, hey, Timmy B, Brian Bam Bam Barberina, I just got goddamn 50-50 on my first contract. Hook it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What though?
Let's see it. Yeah, I don't know. I think I think we've covered off everything. That's generally like all the talking points that people have been saying. It was George St. Pierre that was saying one of the comments that you were just saying. I forget what it was, but they were saying
the pay-per-view points.
The pay-per-view that you weren't able to negotiate and stuff like that, and he was saying that it's going to be tough because you can't negotiate. Yeah. All right, my man.
I got a side note.
Okay, I love it.
Your flowers. Some more better journalism here by Timmy B. Finding out that if you did see the posts on Instagram and stuff that Conor McGregor was off the UFC roster, Timmy B here went and dug and did some research. He is still currently on the UFC roster.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm late on that. That probably should have been said a week ago, but whatever.
Yeah. And
we knew all along.
Yeah, and friends of the podcast update that I do want to say, Black Widow Jessica Borga is fighting on October 4th, BKFC, for the Queen of Violence title against Misfit, like she called on this podcast. She gets the chance to whoop her ass and be called the Queen of Violence. So congratulations to Jessica Borga. Huge fan. And she's a very good friend of the podcast. So I'm very happy for her. And she fights on she's the co-main, where the main event is Tinfoil Mike Perry.
Old Tinfoil.
Versus Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens.
Yeah.
Bam Bam. I am this close to getting Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens on the podcast.
Really?
Do you like him? Are you a friend with him? Enemies?
I've never... I mean, in person, talked to him briefly, but...
Oh, okay.
Just by passing.
I like him.
I wouldn't say I know him, so...
Oh. I like him, though.
Yeah.
He's always been one of my favorite fighters. I've always been rooting for the guy. He's always got a cool angle and style. And I've always been happy for his success. And so I'm this close, Bam Bam. Do you want to know how I know him?
Yeah.
A friend of the podcast, who I will not say for privacy's sake, is the referee in his son's baseball league.
That's insane.
So guess what? If Little Heathen Jeremy Stevens doesn't come on this podcast, his son ejected.
Tell him we know you're fighting Tinfoil Mike.
Yeah.
You got to come on.
Ejected. Yeah. The ball's going to get thrown like a million miles away.
That's insane.
Strike! I got it. Blackmail, Bam Bam. That's the best way to get a guess. I like it. Look, man, that is it. I don't know if we like the music. We'll listen to this back and see if we like the music, if it drowns us out. God help us. We're both white. We have no rhythm, Bam Bam. Keep going. All right. Well, Bam Bam is preoccupied now with the dancing.
There we go.
Bam Bam, we are out of here, my man. Good show,
fans.
good podcast. Next week on the podcast, I do not know. It's either going to be a ONE FC fighter who's bitching out Shotri, or it's a UFC fighter who is the master of the power bomb, or it is Jeremy Little Heathen Stevens, or it is someone else. But it's going to be someone cool as always, man. And
no
Shanelle
matter
Dyer,
what, whoever it is, you just better listen up. Tune in.
Yeah. It's like you're cutting commercials here, Bam Bam. You're the master of the promo.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you later, Bam Bam.
Bye.